everyone. Welcome back to Advice by Ash. I do know there has been a long break since my previous video. I am to blame for that. I do let my day and my life get the better of me, even though I do need to prioritize these videos. They are very, very, very important to me, and I do speak about this in all my videos, and I too need to learn from my advice. This video, I would like to talk about relationships. I've been leading up to this point, and relationships are a huge part of one's life. They take up a majority of your life. Relationships don't not only stem from a partner, it stems from friendships, is a huge part of a relationship, family relationships, and then as well as a partner. Relationships should not consume your entire life. It should be a part of it. And I think the biggest mistake that I have learned is that a relationship makes you happy, or a relationship brings you happiness. It does not. Happiness comes from you. Happiness stems from you. A person can only add more value to your life. Now, value in terms of bringing the same thinking, bringing the same ideology, bringing the same value system, but not so much happiness. When you are with a person that I wouldn't even say completes you, but that balances you, that sense of contentment and that sense of what feels like happiness is the actual emotion. It's more of being content because you have a person in your life that, speaks to the same thing that you do, like in terms of things in common, interests, and general idea of life. So when I look at previous relationships that I've had in my life, there's always a quality that I have learned from that individual that I would want a part of me. So not saying that I am not a whole on my own, but they are things that you learn from people, and sometimes they are in your presence because you do need to learn something. And I was very much an independent person. I never really had a relationship to look up to, so I had to learn when I was dealing with that experience. Now, for me, relationships are not only partner related, but they are also family related. It's a huge part of who you are. So when I consider a relationship that adds value to my life, I need to make sure that that person doesn't drain me of emotion. That is a huge part of a learning experience that I have been through. So when you are actively wanting a person in your life, ensure that they bring balance, that they bring positive energy, that they bring positivity in essence. Because at the end of the day, a person should not be in your life draining you. It should not feel like a chore. It should not feel like you are putting more than you need to. So that stems into another area in terms of effort. So I've realized that for me, balance also means effort. A person needs to match your effort. Do not feel bad if a person does not match your effort and you need to let that go, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You are not obligated to have someone in your life. You are not obligated to keep this person in your life because you feel bad for them. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself. People have shown me that, it takes a really long time for their true colors to come through. And I'm not saying people are bad. There's all types of people out there, but I've had my fair share of having people in my space. And I do realize at a point that eventually people do show who they really are. Because now they're comfortable, they will start taking you for granted. I'm not pinpointing any relationship in my life. This is everything that I have learned. And that's not what I want. I just want to share my experiences with people and help people learn from them and then grow from it, and then use the same, if it does help, use the same type of thinking and experiences and message that I can give across. And I know it's difficult. It is really difficult, especially if you've been in a presence of someone for a very, very, very long time. It's not easy to let go, especially if you've got such a tight bond. But in the day, it's your happiness that comes first. Your priorities, your life, everything about you comes first. And I've learned that I do not need a person to complete me. It's always good to have, it's a want, it's good to have a person that there to balance you. And, sometimes you are faced with people that are going through their own challenges in life. Sometimes I always feel like I need to heal. I need to be the person there to help them. In essence, it's taking it away from me. I'm giving a bit of more of myself. But it should not feel like that. You should grow together. You should balance together. You should reach a continuum into the relationship together. And that's not easy. That is not easy. Because I have a psychology background, and sometimes we're known as wounded healers, and it's not beneficial to you or that person. So sometimes they probably just need to be on their own journey. And in taking all of this into consideration, always try and put your needs as a priority to everybody else. You are as important, you are as worthy, and you are as deserving. Never, ever, ever in life, I tell this to everybody in my life, settle for anything less than you deserve. You are not less worthy of any other human in this life, in this world. And never settle for that. Always put yourself first in your own life. You don't matter second. If you happen to have a partner that struggles through a lot, doesn't mean your needs and your happiness come second. It needs to match or even be priority in your life, because you are important to you. There is no other person in this world that's going to make you feel as important to you than yourself. And the biggest thing that I have learned is that your company as yourself is the most important thing. You should not feel that you need a person to be in a company of a person. Hopefully that makes sense. Your company for yourself should be enough. And that's what matters. You should be okay with being yourself before you can be with someone else. Sometimes, I do know we tend to go from one relationship to another, but you do need to heal. You do need to grow, and you do need to mature. Emotional maturity should be a huge part of who you are, and carrying that on is not a good thing. You do need to heal, and sometimes self-love, self-importance, and self-worth, and just being by yourself is important, is enough, and that's all you need. I will do more relationships videos because I do think it's a huge part of our life, and we do need to, make it important and understand it as much as possible. So I will do more of these. I hope this has been really helpful. Please like, subscribe, follow my Instagram page is Ashiki_unraveled. You're more than welcome to pop me an email. I'm a certified coach, so I can definitely help in that regard. My email address is ashikidmacken@gmail.com. Please follow me. I'm more than happy to help anyone out there. But do remember, be smart, be successful, be strong, and be sexy, because this is your life and you're in control of it.